not only continue to do this shit when you become an adult, but also try to hook up with an underage fan because you're a
shit,
loser?
Shut the... What you just saw is a video made by Roblox game developer and a notable person in the myth community, Mugen, who last year made these 2 shitty videos about me, spurious allegations included, and I wanted to settle the score with them because a lot of people, it looks like, are still being tripped up by this piece of shit. Probably beats up his girlfriend off. All of that and more on the final video this year. But first, did you know that I have channel members? Shout out to all the channel members. It is $2 a month. Thank you to everybody that has been a channel member this year. 147, Ash Beater, Expo, Reigns Feature, Double Tap Jeff, Keefy, Ruster Duster, Stad, Bucketman, Lunacy Flare, Ryan Odyssey, Supex, I Like Big Buff Man, Astral, I Lorac, Rockets for Now, Zorny, Race 207, Gigglebug, The Fat Purple Pickle, Canned, Silly Dingus, Theo Nix, Timber, Fox Square, Not Riley, Misky, Cosmental, Laughing Crying Emoji, Toxic, Kinetic Connor, Fluffy Boy, Danny Dork, Time Cornelius, The Travioli, Bad Wizard, 7, Topster, Heptizit, Itha, Redemptionist, Ka, Wiz, Ski, Icy 67, White Monster, Dominoes, Fatal Phobia, June, Big Beetle Jr., Vublik, Crystal Izzy's, Monarch Kid, Toasted Zero, Mark, Cursed, But Cooler, Carpet Cleaner, Kenny Frequency, and Foul.
So I had a previous take where I was like explaining this in grueling detail for way too long, so I'm just gonna do a PNG segment of it instead of that, so please forgive me.
Okay, let's actually get into it, and it's gonna start with this. I tried to contact Mugen regarding both of these videos, because over the past couple months, his activity regarding me has been very strange, we'll put it that way. I briefly mentioned this incident in my birthday video about 3.5 months ago. Following that video, he unblocked me on Twitter. I then found out later on that he added a note to his little ban on anybody from my group joining his game. The note read, if you want to resolve this, then, reach out to me. I did that. I 2 weeks ago tried to reach out to him, actually, to clear this up. He ignored me. He ghosted me and ignored me. Honestly, if he did respond to me, I wouldn't be making this video right now. Not only did he do that, but since I sent him a friend request, he deleted all of his tweets. Like, just all of them. All, like, couple hundred of them. He deleted all of them, leaving this one where he's just replying to Jerry. I don't know why this is the only one. On top of that, he also unbanned my group from his game. He unblacklisted it. So, that tells me he maybe knows that he was wrong. I don't know that for sure. And regardless, the videos he made are still up. So, allow me, please, to walk you through how all of them are false. Everything he said.
Okay, new camera.
Let's get this.
Now, let's just start with the elephant in the room regarding the beef in the first place. And I openly admitted this in the letter that I sent to him that he has ignored, which is real nice of him to do. I openly explained and admitted to him that I was misinformed on him. I was misinformed. I did not have an accurate view of like his situation with ZZ. I even cited the places that I got misinformed from, explained why I got misinformed, explained like who told me this and how they may have gotten misinformed, and owned up to it, which he ignored. He completely fucking ignored. Well, regardless, here's the entire video that he made debunked. The first thing that he said is the one that has the most amount of bullshit, the most reprehensible bullshit, and that is about something called the bad fan art competition. Now, if you watched either of these videos, what I just said, the bad fan art competition, you would think it was fucking Pearl Harbor. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
One has repeatedly sexualized his fan base.
Yeah, I've repeatedly sexualized my fan base. Yeah, this is a message from me when I am 14 years old, announcing the bad fan art competition, #1. Apparently the Holocaust happened when I did this.
He doesn't really provide any necessary context for the situation. He doesn't state how old I was. He openly lies when saying how old I was. He doesn't talk about the people that actually drew the art that he's citing. He just makes a blanket statement about it. And at best, I would chalk this up to negligence. He just makes a blanket statement that I hosted NSFW competitions in my server. And then he adds this fun little gem in there. He says, when I knew that there were people under the age of 13.
When you hold a drawing contest for children under 13.
Yeah, so this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm just gonna quickly go over this because it's so f***ing infuriating. He had one person who gave him all of this information. That person lied to him. They just lied to him. You know who you are. You just lied to this guy. He also lies in this image multiple times. He says that I was 16. In reality, I was 14. He says that 11-year-olds were making these drawings. In reality, it was a 17-year-old who was 2 years older than me. Ha 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 ha. Also, his aforementioned drawing contest was anything but. This is what a majority of the submissions looked like. So that's fun. They said that I knew that they were 12 when I did both of these competitions. That is objectively not true. They told me that they were 12, but they told me that they were 12 1 month before their birthday, 3 months after both of the competitions were over. They told me about it because they asked me to not ban them from my server because they were about to turn 13, and when they were just going to rejoin the server. I felt like being nice, so I didn't ban them. They didn't tell Mugen this. They omitted it because they were just lying to him. I don't know what else to say. Alright, throwing it back to you in the studio.
All of the stuff that he cites, and to his credit, all the stuff that I could find, because I have both of these videos still, were drawn by people that are not only my friends at the time, but were people that were also older than me, and not to mention, drew it non-consensually. Here we're going to introduce a character that I'm going to call Jay. You've probably seen this horrible, disgusting art that she made of me, and it's probably been stripped of a lot of the context that it actually needs. Jay was 2.5 years older than me. I was 14 years old at the time of the first bad fan art competition. Mugen openly lies about this. He says I was 15.
First contest took place when he was 15.
That's not true. I had just turned 15 at the last competition, which he also leaves ambiguous. He ends it by saying, and the second one happened God knows when.
Second one took place God knows when, since he tried scrubbing it from the internet.
Because it's supposed to make you think in your head that, like, it was super recent, when actually, at the time he made the video, it had been over 2 years ago. He could have just done the research himself. He didn't. If he did, he lied about it. I was 14. This person, who is 2.5 years older than me, drew this fan art of me. At first, they did it outside of the competition even happening, and also outside of my consent. Not that a 14-year-old can consent, but I mean really, like, without my consent. Here's something that they drew. This is one of the first instances of something suggestive that they drew. You'll notice they drew this a month before the bad fan art competition, the first one even happened. They drew it without my consent as well. I was on a live stream when they drew this, and then they just posted it afterwards. I did not like it. I didn't like it. I actually really didn't like it. But don't take my word for it. Here's tweets from the same month citing this actual drawing, saying that I do not like it and that I would wish people would stop drawing it. People being Jay, the only person who was drawing it. He goes on, though. He cites multiple pieces of their work, removing every single bit of necessary context that all of them should have. Like this one. Again, non-consensually. They didn't even tell me they were drawing this. They just threw it on my desk one day saying, oh, here you go. Yeah, here it is. More stuff that I didn't consent to. And also, I will add, I wasn't the only victim of this person doing this creepy shit. The other person, who I am not, like, explicitly tie into this, because I don't want to, like, embarrass them, we'll just refer to them as another content creator. Another content creator that I was friends with, who was, I believe, only like a couple months younger than me, was also a victim of this creepy shit. Again, with the artist openly expressing that nobody asked for it nor consented to it at a bare minimum. Not that 14-year-olds can't consent, but you know what I'm saying. All of these details are noticeably absent of both the first video that he made and his response video, even though in my video that he is responding to, I said the same thing, that this person drew these of us non-consensually. Mugen did not care, disregarded it, added no asterisks or anything. Literally all the fucking art that he shows from the bad fan art competitions was drawn by and the reason for that is because all of the other fucking art looked like this. Yeah, it kind of puts it into a different perspective when you actually see what this competition primarily consisted of. Also, this person who drew this art of me and sometimes even my friends too, non-consensually, did it outside of a lot of the competitions as well. Even some of the stuff that he cites in his little shitty video were drawn outside of the competitions even happening. And again, as if I hopefully don't need to say this, without my consent at all. Like, just without my consent. Now, that's bad fan art competition number 1 when I was 14 in April of 2020, almost 4 years ago. Now, let's fast forward 7 months later to bad fan art competition numero 2. I, at the time of it, had just recently turned 15. And for this version of the competition, I said that I would allow people to draw NSFW. I would allow it. Obviously, a stupid fucking decision. Am I gonna, beg forgiveness for this? Am I gonna, apologize and be like, I never should, I'm so sorry, guys. No. Because I was fucking 15. Fuck you. Yeah, it was an irresponsible decision. I was 15. Off. And again, all the people who participated in this were my friends. All the shit that he cites and all the shit I could find on it was by my friends. Primarily Jay. Primarily Jay. I say primarily because the only other example that he cites and the only other example that exists is of this person who is also my friend, the same age as me. I have known them since elementary school. We used to date. I'm not going to go into it though because they don't have an online presence. A hell of a lot of context for those that was stripped by Mugen. Absolutely stripped from both of his videos. He never mentions this at all. And he proposes this in an incredibly deceptive way, which leads people by the end of the video to, I don't know, let's say come to their own conclusions. Come to their own conclusions, which he nudges them, and by nudge I mean shoves them into. Because at the end of the video, he goes as far as to say that I am going to be a pedophile in the future when I am an adult.
You not only continue to do this shit when you become an adult, but also try to hook up with an underage fan because you're a loser.
What the fuck? Also, shout out to this person for fucking lying here. They're acting like they really were on Zoe's side with this whole thing. In reality, they called her a whore.
And I didn't even catch this the first time I watched the video because it's at the very, very end. But Jesus Christ, man. Are you okay? Do I think he really believes this shit? I'm gonna be honest with you. No. Mugen, I don't think you're dumb enough to actually believe this. That because people drew sexual or suggestive fan art of me as a 14-year-old that I did not consent to, I'm gonna be a pedophile in the future. That's insane. If you believe that, you're an insane person. Not only did I not explicitly ask for it, I could not have consented to it in the first place. The people who drew it were fucking older than me. We can go about this all day. You're pretty obviously cooked on that. I actually sent him all this days ago at this point, which he, take a wild guess, also fucking ignored. Just straight up ignored it. That's what you do when people prove you obviously wrong. You just ignore it. But that's not the only thing that he said. That's not the only thing that he said. Now we gotta get into bullshit number 2. Gone fishing. It literally went into Columbine and killed all the kids in Columbine. At least that's what the people in this fucking comment section would be led to believe. God damn. Alright, so...
Okay, and then here we come in with the fucking ad hominem shit. Yeah, my school shooter obsession. It's Rob Elementary, actually, you dipshit. I think I know a lot more about it than you do because I actually care about this shit year round. Meanwhile, you only bring it up when you can use it to fucking discredit somebody.
Here's his second major thing to discredit me. He plastered this everywhere. He was harassing me with it, fucking replying to people, friends or mutuals of mine or people that were following me. He would just reply this image to them. The headline goes like this. It goes, Gone Fishing made a video glorifying the Columbine massacre 5-6 days after Robb Elementary School was shot up. What do I have to say about that? What I have to say is that's a bunch of horseradish. It's not true. I swear to God, this guy acts like I made my video in like 3 days. Dude, I had been drafting it before Robb Elementary even happened. Multiple videos that I have made on this topic. It just so happens that school shootings have happened around the same time. You know, a mass shooting happens in this country every single fucking day. It's no major coincidence. Here's another video where the exact same thing happened.
I love being in the middle of working on a video about Roblox school shooters, going on YouTube for the first time in hours and seeing that there has been another school shooting.
I was already knee deep in working on it. And then I pull up my fucking YouTube page and wow, another school shooting happened.
It's totally a joke, because nothing says comedy like uploading a video mocking the Columbine massacre only 6 days after a psychopath murdered 19 preschoolers.
Mugen, if you seriously care about these issues like you claim to, then I fully invite you to a peaceful conversation where we could talk about potential solutions to gun violence that I'm sure you're very, very knowledgeable on.
It's just not true. Like, it's just not fucking true. I started working on the video before Uvalde happened. So that fairy tale is just a bunch of bullshit. As for the video itself, you know, I'm glad that you are nobly crusading against a 30 or 45 second clip. But if you do that, I thoroughly expect you to get mad at every single major adult animated comedy or just comedy in general from the past 25 years. If you don't do that, then it's pretty clear that you are just being selective with your logic. I mean, really, like, wow, you know, like that's so noble of you. That's so noble of you to say that this is wrong. Hey, check out this.
Time to make all those popular kids pay for ignoring me.
Hey, check out this.
Shooters in the hallway, all units report!
Eric, that's enough.
Check out this one too. Where's your outrage? Where's your outrage for all of those? Why is it just me? Is it only because you're using anything to try and discredit my character? Maybe. You know what? Maybe that's actually why. Now it makes perfect sense why you're selectively applying your logic here. In a way, kind of like no surprise, right, that he unbanned my group from his game. Compared to what he said in his video, the actual ban note has been absolutely sanitized. His initial thumbnail, which he removed, said, I shit you not, the creepiest Roblox YouTuber. And it had like all these pictures of me, a 16-year-old, in the thumbnail that I guess are just supposed to make people be like, what? This guy's cringe. Really interesting how he revised that, and the ban note under my, you know, for his games when you would join if you're in my group, that was active until just a couple weeks ago, it had only included the thing about Robb Elementary. It only included the shit about the school shooting stuff. All of the other stuff was just strangely absent. It's almost like he realized a long time ago that it was a bunch of fucking horseradish, and then curiously he just removed the thing about the Robb Elementary stuff as well. Almost like he realized that that was also a bunch of fucking horseradish. So all of that is to say that.
So all of that is to explain this. Mugen, my buddy, pal of mine. Here I am in Blender. I made this animation. I hope you like it. It's actually really cool. I could send you it if you want. Do you seriously believe this shit that you were saying about me? I hope you don't. I hope you don't seriously believe it, because it's a bunch of malarkey. If you would like to talk to me following this video's release, go ahead. Because I am such a fucking buttercup, I will still talk to you, even though you have repeatedly ignored me. What I will not tolerate, and I don't think anybody should tolerate, is you going ahead and making another clickbait shitty video like the ones that you already made, without even fucking talking to me first. Just know, if Mugen goes through and uploads another shitty video, he did not talk to me at all. Like, you didn't have a word with me. That's the video. This is the final video of 2023. It has been a hell of a year. Thank you everybody for, like, I don't know, just the best year of my life. This little cheeky ball should be 2023, am I right? Because I really knocked it out of the park. Just like this. That's exactly how it happened. If you've been here for this entire year, that's how it happened.